Howdy guys, welcome back. I I got a coffee and I got a story that I want to share with you. And this is in relation to many things that's going on in the world right now. Not just the UK, but also the US. Congratulations on the 47th President-elect Donald Trump, my boy. The God Emperor is back. Now, I probably just lost a lot of viewers because of that. I don't fucking care. It is what it is, guys. Now, this ironically has to do with that. I was watching... Now, I have a TikTok. I don't advertise the TikTok. I don't want to advertise the TikTok. I don't care about TikTok. I don't care. I've not even put up a single video. But some moron keeps trying to steal my TikTok. I don't know why. Grow the fuck up. I keep getting password acquisition codes sent to my private email that's not listed on any other email. So while you keep thinking, oh, if I hack this email, get the code, I can steal his TikTok. No, because it's associated to a phone number that doesn't even have a SIM. So, good luck. Anyway, I have a TikTok so that I can watch these lunatic lefties meltdown. I have a few questions. What is with the septum ring, you heifers? Seriously, what is with that? Everyone that's having these meltdowns all have the same fucking stupid fucking hair color, or eyebrows that look like two buses trying to fucking park up at the same bus stop. No joke, they just look ridiculous. Or God forbid, you all have septum rings. What the fuck is that? If you want to be a hoo cow and a heifer, go be a hoo cow and a heifer. But seriously, I don't kink shame. Okay, no kink shame here. But for crying out loud, Jesus fucking H Christ. Stop using TikTok as your therapist. Get professional help. Stop huffing your own farts. Stop staying in your own echo chamber. And stop promoting bullshit and lies. Oh, there's going to be roaming squads rounding up trans people and killing them and da-da-da. What a load of bollocks. So much bollocks that you want to cut it off. There's that much bollocks. And so, sorry. Work emails and messages and stuff. So, it baffles my fucking mind as to why people are like this. The whole Project 2025 shit, that's been debunked so many fucking times. So many fucking people that every time I hear the words Project 2025, I roll my eyes so hard I see my own brain. Or everyone's a Nazi. At what point have you not realized that you've just alienated so many people? Like when you turn around and say, you're blacks, you're Latinos, I don't own any of them. Okay, I own a black submissive, but that's a different thing. Okay, that's a consensual thing between me and my partner, one of my partners. My point still being is, I don't own them. It's not a plantation thing. Plantations aren't a thing anymore. The last plantation that there was in the US got co-opted and got turned into Arlington Cemetery. You can actually Google this shit. There is no plantations. There is no plantations in the US anymore. So, I mean, there's farms, but that's not the same thing. And most of those are in DNC, California. So, here's the thing for you. What does Chicago, San Francisco, Detroit, and New York all have in common? What do those four cities have in common? They're run by DNC, and they're all shitholes. They're so badly run shitholes that people are leaving, they're fleeing those cities, and they're being turned into immigrant states. Did you not know that? You've got people affected by hurricanes and floods, and you give them $750, yet you're putting up immigrants and illegals, 5-star hotels, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And you think that didn't sway the election. That it didn't even make some moderate thinking DNC people go, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right here. Because that's exactly what fucking happened. Cackling Kamala, Camel Toe, whatever you want to fucking pronounce her name, the cackling witch, the wicked witch, you know, she's so feckless and clueless, it was Dumb and Dumber. Literally, the current presidency for 4 years was Dumb and Dumber. Weekend and Bernie's and Dora Not Sorry the Explorer. Is she black? Is she Indian? Is she... What the fuck is she? She flip-flops. You can't change your fucking race. You can't. You are who you are. I am a white guy. No matter how bad... I mean, yes, I could go to Africa for 10, 15 years and get a tan and come back and look Mediterranean, but I'm still a white guy. You can't change that. No amount of surgery will change that. No amount of lying on documents will change that. You're born with a dick, you're a guy. You're born with a vagina, you're a girl. There's two genders. And I can prove it. Are you ready? To all you idiots who think you're gender this and gender that, if you have a pet, a cat, a dog, a hamster, a budgie, a goldfish, what the fuck ever. If you have a pet, look at its groin. Just look at it. What's there? If it's a willy, it's a... If it's a girl, if it has a vagina, it's a... Ding! Light just fucking came on in your head, didn't it? Like that busted light bulb in the fridge that you've just never change. Because you don't realise you can actually go in and just unscrew that broken light bulb, take it out, go to the hardware store, match it, pay for the new light bulb, come back, put the new light bulb in, and ta-da! The fridge lights back up again. No, you're the moron that will just get rid of the entire house. Fuck the fridge, fuck the kitchen, just get rid of the house, buy something, buy a new house. Makes no fucking sense. The fact that you are turning around, that all of you guys on the left are turning around and saying that Trump's going to do this, he's already made one speech, and in that speech, he has tried to show you that he's not anything that you are lying about. He's even turned around and said, look, we're going to Iowa. We're going to open up the Iowa State Fair, a place I would love to go see, by the way, Customs and Immigration. And I do. I want to go, and I want to experience it. I want to experience the entire Iowa State Fair. And so I want to go. And the fact that he's even turned around and said that he wants every state to be represented. Every state. Hawaii, which is a state, by the way. I can't believe some of you people on fucking TikTok think Hawaii is not a state in the United States, you fucking mongoloids. Learn your... Seriously, come on, Customs. If you want immigrants to learn who was president, you know, to list at least 12 presidents and name at least 15 states, maybe, just fucking maybe, you should do that for people who want to vote. And you will find a lot of DNC people will fail at getting the ability to vote. And why the fuck is The View still a thing? Seriously, if I've never seen such fart-huffing twats in my life, it's The View. They only have guests on that suit their agenda, and that's it. It is a flat, blatant agenda. Okay, every single host, past and present, is a DNC freak, and I'm sorry. But we've got two. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't, because they were the ones pushing your bullshit Project 2025 shit during a lot of the presidential run. If they were true Republicans, they would have looked at that. They would have looked at everything. They would have gone to the fucking website. They would have seen the fact that Donald Trump has fucking refuted it countless fucking times. Countless fucking times. It says, I do not agree. And the whole find people on both sides bullshit. Watch the full clip. Don't just cut and edit. Watch the entire thing. He does not say anything about they were both fine people. He denounces Nazism. He denounces the right. He denounces all forms of ethno-cleansing. He denounces all of it. And the man's not even in power. And Putin and Zelensky have realised that the party's over. Zelensky's not going to have the money. And by the way, no country who has given Zelensky any money is going to see a return on that investment. It's gone. Do you understand that? The money is gone. You spunked it. You spunked it like you blew your load over a stripper's face. Do you understand? You're not getting any of that money back. Okay? You're not. You're not getting any of that money back. No one is. It's a bad bet. So guess what? Zelensky is now forced to come to the West and say, scam's over. Sorry, guys. We're going off with your money. And it's amazing how a lot of the technology from the West has now managed to make its way to the Russian front, where it's being reverse engineered. So the Challenger, the Leopards, all the tanks that the other countries gave, the weapons that we gave, the technology that we gave, that we've been holding on to and keeping out of Russian hands for countless fucking years, we just freely handed it over. Treasonous? Not a single one of you motherfuckers is going to be put up against the wall and shot. But you should. And let's see, Hamas wants to call it quits. They don't just want to stop, they want to call it quits. They've lost all of their leadership. Pages, phones, you name it, all exploding, killing them off. They're done. They're like, we're done. Plus, Trump's getting into power and he's not afraid to glass us, so we're done. Sorry. Sorry for kicking off. Sorry for causing a fuss. Sorry for kidnapping people and holding on to them for a year. Sorry for making every one of your dumb ass fucking college students to the river, to the sea, to the river, to the sea, and they don't even fucking know where the fuck you are on a map. And they don't even know what river or what sea because they're so fucking uneducated. It's not even funny. You fuckers need to go back to kindergarten, not high school. Right back to step one. And if I could, I would literally look at you and go, rewind time. You're now a toddler. Pick up annoying said toddler and just toss it to the wolves. That would be its parents. Because its parents didn't fucking raise it right the first time. Now, talking about parents raising kids right. Transition. I watched a video of a dad who was at Walmart with his kid, with his son. And his son has this chocolate egg in his hand. So, long story short, kid tells dad, look dad, look what I got. And dad's like, did you pay for that? Kid's like, no. I'm like, so you stole it? Kid's like, yeah. And he's all happy. Dad grabs that kid, marches him right back into the Walmart, tells him, hand that to that lady right now. What? Hand that to the lady right now. I don't want it. Fucking hand it. Hands it right back. Woman's like, what's this? And he goes, my son stole it. We're so sorry. I'll apologize. I will pay for it. But please do not give that to my son. He's not earned it. Man pays for it. Gets a receipt. Leaves without the product. And that kid is bawling his eyes out. And that reminded me of one time when I was a kid. About that kid's age. I wanted this chocolate bar. This chocolate bar had just hit the UK. It was called a Whisper by Cadbury's. They're still around. Not as good as they used to be, but I think they've changed the formula. And because they changed the formula, so my dad watched me go through my mum's bag, go through her purse, and take out, I think it's like 25p, 50p. And he watched me leave the house, cross the street, go to the corner store, buy the chocolate bar, come back with it, come into the house, sit down at the dining room table, and I open it up like this, and I think, yeah, I got away with it. And I watched my dad grab that chocolate bar, snatch it out of my hand, and the moment I turned around to say, hey, he brought his hand back, and I swear I saw God. He smacked me so hard, he knocked the Irish out of me. Literally, it was like, whack! Literally, he smacked me so hard that I was hearing songs from the fucking 70s. And then he sat down across the table from me with the chocolate bar on the table, both hands either side of it, and he looks at me and he goes, "Where'd you get the money for this?" And he, "Don't lie, where'd you get the money for this?" And the moment out of my mouth he goes, "Ah, I told you don't lie. Where did you get the money?" And I said, "I didn't." And he goes, "I know, I watched you. You took the money out of your mum's purse. So this isn't your chocolate bar. This is your mum's chocolate bar. It's not yours. You stole it." And I watched him take that chocolate bar and break it into pieces and put it on his table. And he called all of my siblings one at a time and he gave them a piece of chocolate. And then the last piece he gave to my mum. And I had to watch them eat it in front of me. And when I was done crying my eyes out, my dad looked at me and said, "When you steal from someone you love, like your mum or your dad or any family member for that matter, you are stealing food out of everyone's mouths to feed you. You are that self-centered. You are that fucking childish. You are that fucking cruel. And you are that fucking mean. I did not raise you to be that way." And you know what? I never stole a fucking thing ever again after that. My dad even dragged my happy little ass to the police station. He did. Afterwards, he grabs me, walks me up to Peckham Police Station, sits me down and says, "Officer, could you please come here? I want you to talk to my son." Officer comes over and goes, "What's going on?" He goes, "My son stole some money out of his mum's purse to buy a chocolate bar." Policeman looks at me, kneels down, takes out his handcuffs and says, "Put your hands in there." I was like, "Ugh." The whole scared straight thing. Didn't do anything wrong after that. Not a fucking thing. Started getting better grades in school. So much so that the teachers thought I was cheating. And my dad said, "Nope, my son just has no want to fuck around and find out. What my son wants to do is educate himself." I still do to this day. On that shelf above me, over there, is nothing but books that I read, and reread. Some of them are autobiographies. Some of them are books on cybersecurity. Some of those are books on coding. Some of those are books on various other things that I enjoy in my life. But my point being, if my dad hadn't done something like that, I don't know where I would be. But my old man, my dad, and he told me later on in life, it hurt him to do that. He didn't want to hit me. He didn't want to correct me. He didn't want to punish me. No father wants to hit their children. But he did it because I fucking needed it. He realized what I needed. And so, to this day, I've never stolen a fucking thing in my life. And I've worked with a lot of money. I've worked at Paddy Power, handling anywhere between 10,000 to 50,000 pounds in cash. Not a single penny stolen. I worked for G4S, where I moved hundreds of thousands of pounds from one major bank to another major bank to another major bank, fucking armed with a fucking G36C. I even have my fucking level 3 SIA security license. I can legally go to a police station right now and drop down the 800 and something pounds deposit for a fucking Browning, high-powered Browning pistol and carry it around with me. I am licensed to carry a firearm in the UK and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland. So, yeah, without that correction, I don't think I would have ever had the discipline to keep those sort of jobs. Hell, I drove a multi-million-pound tank in the British Army, and I treated it like it was mine. Had nothing to do with it. That's how I was trained. It has to do with the fact that I signed off on it, therefore it's mine. I'm responsible for it. You think it's bad when you have to clean a rifle to hand it back from range day? Try an entire fucking tank. Track tension, gearbox, engine, fucking fluids, maintenance, power, ratio, batteries, you name it. Onboard computers. Cleaning the fucking thing. A 10-minute drive equals out to about a 3-hour maintenance section. 3-hour maintenance. No joke. And I have to sign off on everything. My ass would be on the line for that. That level of responsibility got kicked into me by my dad. So if anything, I owe my dad a debt of gratitude. And if you are lucky enough to have your dad still alive, call him. Tell him thank you. Or an uncle who's done things for you. Call him. Thank him. If you are lucky enough to have both your parents alive, call them. Thank them. Talk to them for as long as they're willing to talk and listen to you. Because they're not guaranteed to be there tomorrow. They're not. I'm not. I'm not guaranteed to be here tomorrow. No one is guaranteed to be here tomorrow. So please understand, this video isn't necessarily about Republican or Democrat or anything like that. It's about coming together. Yes, the elections are over. The battle is done. The war is over. Come beginning of the year, when the changeover happens, be a gentleman or a lady, hold open the door when Trump and the First Lady walk in and take over and bring peace to not only the Ukraine but also the Middle East, to help stopping the Chinese aggression into Hong Kong, into Japan, and God knows, might even fucking help the UK with our fucking piss poor, sad, pathetic fucking leadership when it comes to our immigration problems and the fucking boats. Gee, how do we stop this immigration issue? Sink the fucking boats! Round up all the fuckers that are here and put them on a boat back to where they came. And if they try to come back on another boat, sink it. Watch them drown and then laugh. It's that simple. It's not hard. But no, he wants to give over all ownership of the armed forces of Great Britain to the EU. In essence, turning the British Army into a mercenary group. Because that's what you've done. But at that point, you have turned the Royal Navy, the Royal Air Force, the Armoured Division, which I was in, the Armoured Corps, the Armoured Division, and the Royal Marines, the SAS, the SBS, you've turned all of our fucking military into mercenaries at that point. You have literally turned the entire armed forces, all branches of the British military, into mercenaries. You fucking idiot. You want to tax the bollocks out of everyone. That's just Labour's brainwave. Let's just tax the bollocks out of everyone. Tax, 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 tax. You are some of the most corrupt fuckers on the planet. You've all been caught. Lord Ali bullshit. You're all incompetent. You are all fucking stupid. You are all fucking retarded spastics. None of you should even be at number 10. Our king is a fucking sausage-fingered fucking moron. He shouldn't even be sitting on the throne. He has no fucking idea how to lead. None. He's nothing but a glorified landlord. That's all he is. That's it. End of. The entire royal family are nothing but one huge fucking landlord. That's it. That's all they are. Period. I've lost all fucking respect for the royal family. All. The king has no fucking balls. None. Here, take my balls. Take my balls. He's got none. None. Fucking none. Because if he did, he would have realised that the majority of the fucking people that he's been so fucking lap-handed, limp-wristed fucking with has literally dung this fucking country into the fucking ground. Congratulations, Your Majesty. You are a king of a broken palace. Of a failed kingdom. Where no one, fucking no one, not even your veterans who are already fighting for your mother and your grandmother and your grandfather want anything to do with you. Nothing to do with you. You left us to rot in the fucking desert, Tony Blair. And you're gonna do it all over again. The Labour Party is a party of murderers. That's why they chose the colour red. Has nothing to do with fucking liberation of the people, you commie pricks. Has everything to do with the fact that you're willing to spill other people's blood but your own. That's how I feel about the current British government. So I can't wait for Donald Trump to get into power so he can literally just backhand. Just backhand with his foreskin right across our fucking Prime Minister's forehead and tell him, you're fired. Because trust me, all it takes is a pen stroke, a flick of the wrist, and England is fucked. That's how pathetic our current leadership is here in the UK. Well, guys, literally the coffee's done. So, video's done. Guys, I'm going to end this video with a stay safe. Have fun. Keep your shows flying. Keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out. And most importantly, stop using TikTok as your therapist.